comment, subscribe, and share, honey, because sharing is caring. Okay, a lot of the girls out here don't do the sharing, and that means they don't do the caring. So let me tell you this. Also, if you hit the notification bell, you'll be updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. Yes, God, honey. Yes, God. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in the building, bitch. Yes. What's going on, Liz Marie? Hey. What's up, Trish? Jace Ambition, hello. Just Be Real, hello. How are you? So Jeff, Miss Witt. Hey, everybody. Mimi, hey. The Voice, how are you, boo? How are y'all? That was apple juice, by the way, if anybody wanted to know. So, we are gathered here today at yet another funeral. At yet another fume. A fume. And I have some things that I want to say. And I'm going to say them so that I can be very clear. Okay? I want to be very clear about stuff. Because a lot of the girls, they're not clear. So I'm going to be clear about some things. If it's okay, I'm going to bring you on in a minute, if that's fine. Okay. So, I want to be clear. I don't want there to be any mixed messages. I don't want anyone having the association of what I'm saying, because I'm going to be clear. Because you addressed, and again, we're not going to give. We're already resurrecting the dead. We're already performing this miracle yet again in life, where we are resurrecting the dead. So we're not even, if they say if you name the spirit, hallelujah, it comes truly to life. So we want that shit to stay in the astral plane, just hovering in the ether of the life that it's trying to get back. Hallelujah. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to draw the assessment on a raggedy bitch. Because what you've done, and a lot of y'all know what's going on, so I'm going to give you a quick backstory. So for those of you that have been wanting to know certain teas about he who shall not be named in the situation with the Justice League, because it is the Justice League, it's not 1 or 2 members or 3 members. When you bring up the name alone and disrespect the name, that's when you've involved everyone. So you want your time, you want your shine, you claim that you're the queen of YouTube, girl, bitch, where? Where is the commentary? Where is the original content? Anyone can review a show, but where's the original content? So let's just say this. In the past, I guess there was, first of all, we all tried to, I don't know, there was an interview situation. Things were going well. We thought there was camaraderie, at least, because you can never truly say you're somebody's friend. Okay, you can never truly say that, especially in these streets. So at this point, something happened. I'm not fully aware. Am I fully aware? I don't know. Or maybe I choose not to give a fuck, because it's just that minuscule. Like the person. Just nothing. And I don't understand why things have to get to a certain point where bitches have to be called out to the carpet. So again, Scotty had a live on his platform last night. And see, the thing is, if you read it and you read the post on Scotty's community post, you will know that this was a time for bitches to come together to have some type of resolve. Because guess the fuck what, bitch? That's what grown folks do. We don't just say, you know what? start out on a dragging spree without even at least trying to hear the other party's side, right? Because again, that's what real grown folks do. Instead of burning relationships, instead of dragging people for filth, you know what? Let's see if we can confront the situation head on and have a meeting of the minds, so that way we can dispel any negative fuck shit that's surrounding the situation. Because maybe there are other key factors at play that may end up starting certain situations between people and organizations, right? It's safe to say that if you're a grown motherfucker, you'll be able to follow that. Cats have that behavior. So human beings, where are we at? Where's he at? So my thing is, if you know that this is a situation where people are coming together to air out their disagreements, to have a moment of clarity, so that we can either decide, you know what, this was just a misunderstanding, let bygones be bygones, and girl, I apologize, or whatever the case may be, and you're able to move on. Whether you move on as friends or foes, it doesn't matter, because guess what you just did? You achieved building at least a semblance of a bridge of unity, bitch, just because you made the attempt as a grown person, instead of just coming out here, dragging for filth to start with, and saying, you know what, instead of let's being enemies, let's at least try to talk this out, because again, maybe there is some other elements to this shit that got people up in arms, right? And I'm just gonna keep it real. Moderators, anybody with moderator power, because I give it to a lot of people. Let me tell you something. If a raggedy bitch steps in here, let them live for a minute, because this is for them. Let them live, because this is for them. So my thing is this: if you know that this live is dedicated to having a grown folks conversation on trying to resolve a situation where disrespect was gave, but through all of that disrespect, the man that was called to the table came to the table like a man, apologize, no matter how you see it. There was an apology. There was a conversation. There was some type of understanding, even if it was, covered in a layer of bullshit. But that's neither here nor there, because guess what? The attempt was made. So what I'm not getting is, why would you intentionally insert yourself into somebody's life, your so-called friend? You're here for Scotty, right? Then respect his motherfucking platform, you raggedy, hairy bitch. That's all the fuck I have to say. Why in the hell do you find it necessary to not only just get in the chat and disrespect the Just Us League, but you decide to get in the chat and disrespect the subscribers, the people that are tuning in, the people that are actually breathing life into your sorry ass, bitch. My advice was to ignore you. But when I think about it, the queen of what? And then you're disrespecting what we have built? Combined, our subscriberships crush you. The fuck are you talking about? When we come as a collective, we are Borg, bitch. Shout out to Voyager, honey. Yes, God, the Captain Catherine Janeway, honey. The fuck? Like, and it kills me because, you're not a good reader, and you also say you're not a fighter, and you're always calling the police. So my thing is, for someone that has a lot of mouth who could potentially walk in the midst, it's a small world after all, bitch. And I DM'd you a while back when this first debacle started happening, and you never even saw the message or responded. I don't know if I was in your, or you just didn't want to look at the shit because you knew what was going on. But we know there's pussy that lives within your soul. So again, let's go back to this live last night. So your intention again was to be disrespectful, to start some shit. You even said it partially in some videos that I saw. You did say that, you know what, this was boring. And I was here for KL Allen and Scotty. But this was boring. Bitch, it's not supposed to be a shits and giggles kind of conversation. This was so KL Allen can speak his piece and apologize to Really B for how he acted on her channel and a bunch of the other fuckery surrounding G Status. This had nothing to do with getting the tea. This had nothing to do with being a messy ass bitch. This was about being grown as fuck. Something that you know nothing about. You need to get your shit together. You need to have respect because you're the queen of nothing. And what's going to end up happening is people are going to see the real fuckery that lives within you, a real demonic spirit drenched in the blood of raggedy, retarded children. Because that's what the fuck you are. If you think that you can step over here and disrespect what we have built, dragging the name. See, and this is what the people want, right? This is what the raggedy bitches of YouTube want. They want there to be they want there to be some type of beef. They want this right here. So I'm giving you what the fuck you want. And this will be the last that I speak of anything of this person's existence. The fact that black gay men, straight black women can unify and bring something different to the table. That we can actually have some kind of camaraderie and actually be real motherfuckers. And I understand that there is this world that we live in, like Herman just said, okay, clicks and views. To what detriment, though? To what detriment will people go to get that like, click, and a view? Are you real? Is your integrity all that fucked up? Is your spirit all that fucked up to be? Well, I guess so. I guess so. Who lives under a pineapple under the sea? I guess so. I guess you have to get your coins up, girl. I guess, girl, the first thing you should do is laser hair removal. Okay, bitch? Laser hair removal, bitch. Don't you ever come out to these. I don't even come out here with my shirt because I don't want to be disrespectful. I will slap everyone in the virtual world with my titties. I don't even disrespect myself like that. Okay, so you don't disrespect yourself and your viewing audience by coming out here looking like a bang sting bear, bitch. No God. And don't you ever fix your motherfucking mouth again to talk about the platform that we have built, where we try to have some type of peace and solidarity over here, you raggedy ass bitch. Don't try to turn this YouTube wheel and try to push your negative narratives about who we are. Bitch, you know who we are. Our name runs through these streets, girl, in a positive way. Now, what people do individually on their channels, that is them. But when we come together as a collective, guess what, bitch? We are Borg. We will assimilate your fuck ass. You ready? Because I think I've done ran out of, you know. Okay, introducing the Wizard of Reeds, girl. Okay.
Well, good afternoon.
What's going on?
How you doing?
How you doing? Child, you know, woke up on the wrong side of the bed and decided to come through and serve truth and justice to these whores.
Let me tell you something. See, as a fellow Capricorn, I fall directly in the middle of the Capricorn, so I'm going to get straight down to business. Because, see, a lot of people want to act like they don't know what we talk about. See, I will mention names because I don't give a fuck. If a bitch need to be skull drug, I will skull drag a bitch. So, yes, we're talking about King Kane. See, y'all won't mention that bitch. I will mention him because I've already had to skull drag that whore earlier, a few weeks ago. And let's just be clear. Let's just be very clear. The way my DNA is set up, if you come at my people, we have nothing else to talk about. It's no kumbaya. If I liked you before and you come at my people, bitch, I don't like you no more. And I'm not going to start liking you again. Even if my people backpedal and pussy pop and start liking you again, I'm not built like that. Bitch, if I don't like you, I ain't gonna never like you no more. You can go somewhere and die slowly. Now, in terms of what happened last night on Scotty's live, like we said, I don't give a fuck if he try and come at me because the bitch don't know how to read. Okay? He has no phonemic awareness. Okay? The bitch does not know phonemes. He does not know how to conjugate words. The bitch knows nothing of reading. So I ain't worried about him trying to read me. However, what's not going to happen is we never will, and no YouTuber, no content creator, nobody who has a platform is going to stand by and allow you to drag their subscribers. Like it's just okay. Especially looking the way you do, especially having the tax write-offs that you have, especially being the tax write-off that you are, because you are a charitable endeavor. Us talking about you right now is a charitable endeavor, okay? Bitch, you're a tax write-off. That's what the fuck you are.
The March of Dimes in this bitch. The March of Dimes. I just donated. Can I get a tax write-off?
Bitch, what you earned last year, I paid off in taxes in 2 months last year. Let's just be clear. Believes who you tried to come for.
Well, I ain't there yet.
Read you your rights today. Bitch, she already put your information all over Al Gore's internet and let it be known. Bitch, you don't even have a college degree. But you around here lying on platforms talking about you got bachelors and masters and stuff like that. In what? Homelessness? That's what you got bachelor's and master's degrees in? Fuckery and fuck with you. Because inquiring minds want to know. Because I'm not here. Listen, I'm here for all of the smoke. I am good for a good small drag. Okay, I'm here for it. Here for it. But what's not going to happen is, and I applaud you for doing this live. I applaud you for doing this live, yes, bitch, because you like me, we Capricorns. We are ride or die. You come at one of our people, bitch, is nothing to talk about. Bitch is not. We ain't friends no more. We can't never be friends because you ain't gonna come at my people like that. That's some fun. Listen, that is the kind of shit that bitch get you fucked up. Especially when you from Florida, like we are, okay? Bitch, you'll get fucked up. Bitch, you already said you can't fight. Bitch, you can't read. Bitch, you can't fight. Bitch, you can't do shit. Why are you here? Bitch, you can't fuck. Bitch, Trey Howard told us you can't fuck. Told us you ain't got no dick. Bitch, you can't read. Bitch, you can't fight. Bitch, why are you even gay? Bitch, you know what? We give you to the straight boy. Fuck that. The straights don't even need you. We give you to animals, okay? You are subjected to bestiality because you serve us no purpose. You serve no purpose. None at all. None at all. I don't understand. Make it make sense. I'm sorry. What is his purpose? No. And then don't give him too much credit by saying anybody can do a review. No, everybody can't do a review. Everybody can't do because he clearly can't. The numbers say so. Because the only time he ever got numbers was when he was reviewing a show that he was on, which is the dumbest shit in the world. Why the fuck do you review a show that you're currently on? Outside of that, the people don't see it for you. You're not intelligent. You're not funny. You don't have critical thinking skills with which to try to dissect or figure out what's going on within a show. What is your purpose? I'll let you tell me. Yes, I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. Hey, Terrence.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Y'all know.
What's up,
Hold on, Terrence. Hold on, Terrence. Now, the way you just said that, you sounded like you about to come with one of your kumbaya moments. Don't come up here with your kumbaya fuck shit. No, I'm
No,
playing.
I ain't coming with no kumbaya. I swear I'm not. What I'm gonna say is, I am friends with King Kane, but I was very disappointed at how he came at Belize. Belize is always the one that has supported every last one of us. She's always in our chats, in our labs, giving us likes, clicks, views. We follow her. We know Belize, and it was very disappointing to hear him say, it was boring, so I just decided to come at Belize. The girl who eyebrows are as thick as the McDonald's sign. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn, like what did Belize do? What did Belize do? What did Belize say? And why did you single out Belize out of everybody else that was in the chat?
But Terrence, let's just be clear, okay? Let's be very clear where the crux and root of this started. None of us had a problem with that young man. He made a problem. And the fact is, he came at all of us reviewers, all of us, every single one of us, because we had a problem with Trey Womack. He didn't single out anyone. He came at all of us first, if you remember, because we had a problem. He called all of us idiots and said we didn't know what we were talking about, and called us names and so forth and so on.
I remember that.
He came at all of us collectively. So even if you say that's my friend, I see it for him, that's not how friends work. Because if you my friend, you'll hit me back channel. You know how to come at me and say, you know what, dog, I ain't like how you know what you said, or maybe it's something else you need to, but maybe you need to know this other information. That'll be back channel. You don't go on your live and just spew that kind of stuff in the stratosphere all over Al Gore's internet about your quote unquote friends and people who you
You're
see.
right.
We didn't come at him like that. And
You're right.
after that, he came and wanted to come at me and single out me and Abby, because I guess he thought that he was going to be able to get some way edgewise with us. And he came for the wrong ones.
Yeah.
The very wrong ones. And so that's why, and it's just me, that's why I kind of sometimes be like, I know that you and Scotty and even Casimir said, oh, well, I have a relationship with Kane. I don't know that he shares that same sentiments the other way. It's kind of like a situation where you or somebody else's, I'm not saying that this is your case, but it's like when somebody says, oh, that's my best friend, and the other person says, oh, that's not necessarily my best friend, that's just a friend of mine or an associate. Come on, safety pin. Bust through, safety pins.
What's up, fam?
I just realized I gotta finish eating my sandwich, girl. Hold on, I'm gonna be back when I eat my sandwich.
Y'all know we'll drag a bitch about
with safety pins. I can't.
Believe this VIP in my chats, okay?
The thing about it, excluding you, L. Teddy, it seems like he has a thing for coming at women. So it kills my spirit that this person does and says just what he feels is necessary to try to. Again, let me just rephrase what I said at the beginning of all this shit. We're not going to give anybody what they feel like they want, because what you tried to do was come in and create a disturbance. And what you don't understand is what, again, I always like to preach about: unity, bitch, is way stronger than a sorry ass individual.
The thing about it is, if Scotty was truly somebody who you saw for your friend, why would you come in his chat with that kind of shit? You know what I'm saying? It'd be one thing if it was my chat or Abby's chat, but if that's your friend, you don't go in your friend's chat starting that kind of foolishness. That's disrespectful.
I agree.
That's completely disrespectful.
Hey, Cats Meow. Mm-hmm. Markel, hey, Amber, hello. And again, like he said in that video that we all saw, you came in there with the intention to stir things up because you thought it was boring. Well, this wasn't a time for shits and giggles and tea and shade. This was a time to bring resolution to a conflict like grown folks fucking do. So you can keep your childish antics at home, or whoever's home, that is. Hello. That's mother of the church. Hello, God.
Mother of the church, Jesus.
Because at this point, I don't even feel like we're the justice. Like I feel like we are the deacons of the church. We're about to surround a sinner and plead the blood of Jesus out of a bitch. Someone get the towels, get the blankets.
I'm not going to do any of those
because
things.
we don't want to see the hairy legs when the skirt comes up on that bitch. Laser hair removal, bitch. I've already dedicated funds. I'm already stacking bread now, but because I know I'm going to be a hairy 40-year-old when as soon as I turn 40, something just tells me because every time I shave, it grows back faster and thicker. So, bitch, I'm prepared because I'm got my funds ready for laser hair removal.
Markel, to answer your question, when you block somebody on YouTube, they can't comment, but they can watch. So if you block somebody, you can stop. It does stop them from being able to comment in the chats and things like that, but they can still view the. They still can view your video.
And again, when it's and it can be a thing too with you with K.L. Allen, whether or not people agree or disagree with that situation that he came up there with, the fact that he came speaks volumes. So knowing that situation, if you have that much respect for KL or Scotty or whatever, again, respect the fucking platform. Especially since you only say you have a beef with certain members. Okay, then, but again, once you drag the name, then girl, all bets are off. All bets are off. Lock this bitch back up in the Arkham Asylum.
Not the Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum.
Okay.
Because I just don't understand.
Am I the only one not on? Let me come.
Why motherfuckers want to come over here? They come on here and they want to start shit with people who ain't really trying. Like, girl, we start, and when even going back to our Chase and Dallas reviews, a lot of us, almost all of us were giving him props. We were all in a positive space with him. Why do we find ourselves here at this moment?
Because he can't take criticism, and the minute we said something he didn't like or didn't agree with, then it was a problem.
And the thing about it is, we didn't even say anything about him. We said something about that fat, dirty, nasty ass troglodyte, Roosevelt Womack. Okay?
But I drag Womack all the time. He don't say nothing to me. I drag Womack all the time. I still do. I still use him in a couple of puns and a couple of gags and a couple of jokes. I do. But I feel like if we gonna do this, we also need to drag the instigator that constantly goes back and forth and play this game. And that's this bitch, I Rock 'em Rocket. Because it seems like every single time we go live, he's the main one who says, "Oh, they're disrespecting Kane, so let me go tell Kane." It's like, what?
But Terrence, we cannot give credence or we cannot give life to avatars. Okay, this is not the movie. The only thing we should take from Avatar is what they said in the movie: do not engage the hostiles. Okay, and that bitch is the hostile, and he should not be engaged until that bitch comes from behind the camera. He can stay his ugly, dirty, nasty, no home, no job having ass, sitting at the county library on their good internet, trying to read somebody on YouTube ass in the fucking bushes. Stay in the fucking bushes getting bit by ants because you don't have your own channel. You don't even have a fucking picture. Stay in the bushes and keep getting bit by ants. You dirty ass bitch. You in the bushes with your footprints in the air getting bust the fuck down. Who the fuck are you? Getting dirt and shit in your asshole to mix in with the fecal matter coming out of it as you get bust down. You stinking dirty ass whore. The fuck? Why would I even bother to even give life to somebody like that? Because they're not on my level. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Okay,
We're not gonna do that.
Well, I appreciate you for giving him a little light. Thank you.
listen.
Just a little light.
Mine is a little different because my tiff with the young man started in a different way. It started with me first because once again, he wanted to paint a narrative of who and what he was in season 1, which was incorrect. It was a false narrative. And I wouldn't allow him to get away with it. I held him to what actually happened in season 1, and he had an issue with me. And ever since then, we had come to some kind of meeting of the mind where he had apologized because he came at me crazy when we did the interview with Ariel. He was in the chat telling me to shut the fuck up, and I kind of at the end I kind of go left. And I did. When I read that comment, I was like, "Who the fuck are you talking to? Watch your motherfucking mouth." But when he came on El Teddy's channel to do his interview and we all interviewed together, he apologized. And we were good at that point. And then when we decided once again to hold someone accountable for their bullshit again, which was I'm lying about being a tattoo artist when I'm really just a piercer.
And ain't no piercer. That bitch works the cash register.
That bitch.
Okay,
right.
That bitch works the cash register.
Right. The little boy who liked to stand in his drawers on Instagram decided that he wasn't going to take no accountability for any of his actions, even though he was the cause and the catalyst for the melee, and we held his feet to the fire. Once again, King Kane picked up an issue with us, and that's when somebody had to tell me he was on Instagram talking about me. So listen, young man, get you some business to mind. That's all I got.
How about get a job? How about you go to Kaiser College and get a real bachelor's degree? So I hear Kaiser College at ICD Tech gives out bachelor's degrees now. Go there, do something with yourself. Get your damn life. Get you something to do.
I just feel like when you want to come out here and you want to talk about you just started a YouTube channel. You just, at least if it's been out, you were just a viewer.
No, he didn't just start. He's had it for years, and that bitch just ain't got no fucking life. The bitch ain't shit. Yeah, he's had it for years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought he just started it. He had it for years.
I thought he just started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
The bitch that had a YouTube channel for how long, and the bitch ain't did a goddamn thing. So that's why I said don't give him life. I say anybody can do reviews. Apparently he cannot, because the people don't.
If we're non-existent, then why does he feel the need to keep bringing it up? So we don't get clout off of you, baby girl. Like there's no clout to get off of you. Like no, like I said, collectively, our supporters, our following crushes you, girl. We are Thanos to your earth, bitch. With a snap. In the twinkling of an eye, changed.
With the amount of memes that Belize done made since last night, I'm so shocked he ain't got no YouTube.
This is how you know that bitch rode on a school bus that had no more than 4 or 5 rows. Okay? Because you'll be coming at the wrong people thinking that you're going to get somewhere with it. You come at motherfuckers that will skull drag you. You came at the Belize. Listen, the last subscriber you want to come for is Belize.
Okay.
And you see Belize that went and doxed him and got him all his information all over Al Gore's good internet, girl. Girl, you're still a junior at whatever that is, make believe college that you was that girl. Get your life in order. Don't come at me, honey. I am a credential holder.
And what kills me too with this, and what really pissed me off is that this really showed, and I really hate it because Scotty really, and let's keep it real here, really vouches for King Kane.
I do too. I be
And
trying
you
to,
do
but
too.
it be
And
hard
you
to
do
do
too.
so.
But no,
It
but
be hard to
no,
do
no,
so.
Let me just say it though. Let me just finish my statement just real quick. So, and what kills me is that you would go on his platform and start that mess, knowing that disrespect was gave. So, did you truly value your relationship with either Terrence or them? But you shouted them out saying, "Oh, I was there for them." But were you really? Because with that intention, knowing what the live was about, it's just as simple as realizing what that live was about, what that was meant for. The true testament of what, let's just unite the forces and get a clear understanding. Who the fuck is doing that on these streets anymore?
But that's what I was saying. Yes, bitch. This is how you know it's a one-sided affair where a Terrence and a Scotty might say, "Oh, me and Kane are good," and he doesn't exactly see it that way. Because if he did, he would not have pulled these kinds of antics. There's no way you would have done that. He don't. Listen. You saw it when, and like I said at the beginning of where all of this started, when he called all of us out collectively. He called us out collectively as reviewers. That was when it should have been known to all of us that, oh, that bitch don't see it for us. That bitch just wants to be a succubus and use us for what he can, use us for subscribers, use us for clicks and views, and use us to get whatever amount of life that he can. Now, watch this. I will listen. My name, I should change my YouTube name to I Am God, because apparently I give life and I take life away. So, bitch, I will take your life, and bitch, I can give you life. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, and that's what he wants to do. And I know, Terrence, you say we good. That's very fleeting. That's only when it is advantageous to him. Period. He's already drawn his line in the sand. He sees it for nobody, and that's usually the case for bitches with 2 and 3 inch penises who are trying to compensate for their deficiencies in their lives.
Child, that big bad wolf can't blow nobody's house down. And for those that didn't catch that was a double entendre of a joke.
We know what it was.
We called it.
Markel, shut up, Markel.
And again, like, it just kills me because we really do try to represent some type of peaceful situation. Like, we all can get ratchet as fuck. We all have it in us. People have seen that. But when we come together, this was originally formed to bring life to web series, bring life to other discussions. Yes, it came on the heels of Dallas, but then it took on a life of its own. And it just seems like when people like us get in this type of togetherness, this negative energy always tries to pierce it. I've seen it throughout my YouTube situation when I started off as a viewer, and even more so now as a content creator. And it kills my spirit that people really just cannot stand to see a group of people, especially Black people. And it kills me that other Black people want to try to tear us apart. Like, girl, please, like, no. If anything, now more than ever, we should be standing together, whether it's virtually or whether it's in the real. Okay? So the fact that those spirits want to try to come up in here and fuck shit up, that's not going to happen. Because that's when the heroes of truth and justice stand up and crush bitches. And if you, like I said before, when you first started your fuck shit, you hairy bitch, what we're not going to do is sit here and continue to breathe life into raggedy whores who don't know their place.
Markel, we don't know, and I don't think they know. Markel, we don't know, and I don't think they even know. They don't know what to do now.
Yeah, we don't know.
They don't know if they want an episode this Sunday or the episode.
After Abby called him out and was like, "No, sir, here's my phone. No, sir, I have the screenshot right here, and it said
right.
Da 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 da.
Right.
And no,
but you know what? I don't want to rehash that. I don't even want to rehash it.
But no, when the question was asked, he didn't give an answer. He deflected.
Yeah. He said he had to talk to John. He said he had to talk to John because he didn't want to say the wrong thing. But that's again, that goes back to we should know that. Like you should know that. But I don't want to hash that. That's not what this is about. I want to say this. No, you know, El Teddy ain't get the damn. Oh, wait a minute, El Teddy, did you get the DM?
What No,
You
I ain't
get
get no
the
damn
DM?
DM. I ain't getting nobody's DM.
I want to say this because I've said all I have to say to and or about this young man. I want to thank you, yes, bitch, because I think you understand that once he started putting the whole name, like you said, he was coming after everybody. And I understand that everybody has individual relationships with different people, but I think the point is valid that if he had respect for y'all, Terrence, if he had respect for you, if he had respect for the other people that he's cool with, then he could deal with that. Like I go live almost every day. You can come in my chat and talk to me if that's what you want to do. But Lisa's over there. Abby goes live. El Teddy goes live. Like if you want to come for us individually, you come for us individually. But when we're up here together and presenting a united front when it comes to what it is that we decided we would come together and do as a collective, because we all do our own thing on our channel. We all have very individual things we do on our channel. So if you want to come from
And
me,
we have jobs, bitch.
okay, that too. But if you want to come for me on my channel. But when we were together as a collective, then that means we were there as the Just Us League, and we were there in reference to that. And so I think I have to say it again. I thank everybody who supported me this week with everything that went on this week. Thank you, Yes Bitch, for opening up your platform and for coming forward and saying how you felt about the situation. And everybody else who, you know, said what they had to say. I think people need to understand that it doesn't always have to be negativity and it doesn't always have to be bullshit. But when stuff has to be dealt with, it has to be dealt with. And I think that at the end of the day, like you said, we came together on the heels of chasing Dallas because we really did want to encourage, support, promote what it is that people like Ja and Reese G and Dario and some of these other creators are doing when it comes to promoting LGBTQIA you know, people of the community. So that's what I just want to continue to do. Are there going to be hiccups and bumps along the way? Absolutely. And we'll deal with them and we'll move forward in the appropriate manner. So that's all I'm saying. For me, you know, that's my only thing about it. I'm really, because like I said last night, like I don't really care about anything you say about me. Please understand that there's not a fat joke you can make about me that I have not heard. I promise you. I dare you to find one. Like I promise you that I've been fat my whole life. There's nothing you can say to me that's gonna make me cry because you call me fat. Like I don't care. I don't. There's nothing you can say. So there's nothing you can say to me that is going to upset me. I was upset because there are people who support all of us, who are in everybody's chat every time they go live, who supports us financially, who supports us with the clicks and the views, and those are the people you're not gonna come for.
Hello.
Yeah, listen, you ain't coming for our you came for our loyal people. Ride or die. Bitch, I would drag you about a Belize. The fuck? Girl.
I would too. That's my boo. That's my boo right there. That's why I said, well, God damn.
Right. Belize found me through you. You know what I'm saying? She started coming to my chat. Right. Belize started coming to my chat because she was over in Terrence's chat. And that's how she found all of us. So that's what this is supposed to be. It is supposed to be a collective. It is supposed to help all of us grow and share our brand and overlap our brand. We've started doing retro reviews together. We've started doing the same shows and promoting each other and cross-promoting each other. That's what I'm here for. And at the end of the day, he could have gotten, you know what they say, you make more, you know, you get more bees with honey than with vinegar. He could have gotten way more out of us as a collective had he come to us and said, I didn't really appreciate X, Y, and Z, and we could have talked it out and we could have resolved it and we could have moved forward. Because at the end of the day, you could have gotten way more as far as helping to grow your channel and helping to do some things from us as a collective than being a quote unquote an enemy. And that's just that.
Well, you know what though? Again, when the spirit has already been embedded in you, it's been growing and growing and growing, and now it's showing its ugly fucking face. So only by speaking its name do we give it power. Hallelujah. So so what we gonna do? Where's George when you need him, child? Where is
To do a crowning. To do a
Speaking of
crowning.
George, since we mentioned it, speaking of George, George is supposed to come on my channel at some point. We're trying to get it together, y'all, to talk money issues. So he's going to come on. We're going to talk about finances and saving money and building wealth and the importance of certain things that we as a people, and I mean as a people, I'm talking about collectively Black people, okay, that we need to do a better job of, and we want to start building and creating wealth. So he's actually going to come on my channel. We will not be talking about chasing dollars. We will be talking about those things. And again, building, expanding, moving forward into other things. Markel, you talking about what show we going to review collectively. When the hell y'all going to start doing the cooking again? Can we get another cooking with George?
Blue?
Ooh.
Can we get, because can I tell you that was my laugh of the week? I laughed my ass.
Yeah, cooking with that was hilarious. I ain't even gonna lie. That was hilarious.
Y'all, and then that, what was the Abby they tried to make them shrimp tacos that time?
Listen, the shrimp tacos took me out.
Yeah,
through their failed
That was
attempts,
good.
it encouraged me to show to do a quick little video real quick to show
Exactly. You showed them how to do it.
I really enjoyed it though. It was funny.
I enjoyed it too.
So Markel was quarantined. I mean George was quarantined. Okay. Every time I look at his Instagram, his ass is out partying. What kind of quarantine?
Right.
He was just out partying.
And maybe y'all should have Carrie B or someone else as a
Carrie D can cook. Don't do that.
Y'all leave my y'all better leave my
We need
Carrie
at least
alone.
one person in the kitchen who know what they're doing. And
Leave my Carrie alone.
and I ain't nothing wrong with Carrie. I just need him to sing.
Not you. I'm talking about the rest of them.
Listen, that's not the gift that God gave him. Listen, it's also not the gift he gave George and or Trey Womack. Listen.
So let me just do this real
Can
quick.
we find out what Trey Womack's gift from God is?
Since we're stepping
it when his panties on Instagram. What you mean?
Since we're stepping off.
Wait a minute, hold on. Yes, bitch. Go ahead, boo.
I'm sorry. Since we've stepped off the topic, I wanted to close that topic out real quick before we moved on to something else.
Okay.
Let's bow our heads for the dead. Amen. We're done. At this point, we no longer. We're gonna treat you like the opening scene in Tu Wong Fu when Chi Rodriguez was running across the street to get to the show. We're gonna throw We're gonna throw bottles at you, bitch, and we're gonna treat you like the dust that you are. And no longer, even if you mention, I'm gonna speak for myself. Even if I'm not breathing life into you anymore. I gave you what you needed, required, and desired. Good luck to you, sir, ma'am, whatever you consider.
Wait a minute.
Latin boy,
Let me say one thing. Let me say one thing. Hey, Wuda, how you doing?
Wuda Lee, baby, how are you, hunty? He's in the building, honey. My husband is here, bitch. Come to protect his queen. Yes, honey. Yes. All right, y'all. Back to our regular scheduled program.
You know what?
Back to our regular.
A mess. A damn mess. Damn mess.
Buddha, do we have a premiere date yet, bro? We can get back to the business.
That's right.
Oh, he does.
That's why I told you the whole time. And I'm glad I said what I said before you clicked me off.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I already told him. Shit. Now you can continue saying what you said. Y'all know when Wuda come in the chat, everything stop, bitch. All right, we got to speak to him before anything else happens.
Wuda, I just want to know how big it is before I get that into you, because I'm a science queen, and so I need to know.
What happened?
Me too. Is it as big as your ass is? Okay, I don't want the ass. I want the front part. Is it as big as that?
What happened?
Well, wait, I I had the scooter, but what happened? What happened?
All right, guys. Be blessed and never stressed. Have a good night. I'm just playing.
I must say, Buddha, I don't have no interest in none of that.
Yeah, I don't have a fight. I don't have
You
an
know,
fight.
the size
So
queen wants to know how big it is. I'm just saying.
Right.
Wuda is happily married to his actual husband and me.
So what that mean?
Wait a minute. I
You
thought
already
Wuda told
know.
us he was single. I
Hmm?
thought
I
Wuda told us he was single.
husbands, boyfriends,
No, he's in a
fiancés, baby.
relationship. He's in a relationship.
He is. He in a relationship. I don't give a damn about that. I just want to fuck him. Hell, he can go back to his.
Oh, he might
All
have.
right, T, what were you gonna say?
When we interviewed him, he wasn't in a relationship. When we interviewed him, I let the
Yes,
record
he
show.
was.
yes, he was.
No,
Yes, he was.
he said he was talking to somebody, but he said it wasn't like finalized or nothing like that. I remember that.
You remember?
Okay, I get
I
what
gotta
you're
get rid of
saying.
you, sir. You remember too much about my husband conversation. You remember way too much.
What happened?
That is a good memory, bitch.
Oh my God.
Not being. He said that Paris want to be an entanglement.
That is. He was our first interview. That was like in
Too
February.
much.
Yes, I want to be in the entanglement with Wuda and his husband and your bitch.
I
And
have
El
a
Tang.
good
We ain't gonna do nothing but windmill and
I
then
know
go in the
that
house and have
I
and
know
this is
that
what
I
we
say
do.
in my intro that sharing is caring, but in this situation, no God, honey.
I haven't decided yet if I want to be in it because I need to see how big it is first, and then I'll decide if I
Oh,
want.
Oh, Jesus.
Why do we have to sexualize my husband?
I can't help it. He's just so damn fine, and that's the first thing that come to your mind. It's like
That is not.
But it-
Maybe that's a good conversation.
Listen. I have because I've been through it. You get with somebody that's fine as hell, and then they balls ain't lower than they dick do. What the hell am I gonna do with that? Sis?
Not that he peeing on his
Yeah,
nuts,
but
not that they peeing on his
bottom.
nuts.
So if I was versed, it wouldn't matter.
First of all, I know Wuda has left the chat because of y'all. I want y'all to understand. Wuda has left the chat because y'all are ridiculous.
I mean,
Now I know that baby is not for all this foolishness. I don't know why y'all keep doing this.
He's probably now my husband gonna come home and beat me because I didn't excommunicate these girls like John Wick.
not like John Wick, girl. I'm
Child.
dying.
Now I have to
That's
come
why
on.
Wuda gonna stop speaking. He's gonna stop dropping down. Because y'all always gotta do that to him.
Y'all always got to go. Y'all be out of control.
Both of my
Y'all
husbands are in the
get yourself
building. Both
Well, I
of my
can't
husbands.
help it.
What's up, Dre?
Hey, I am Dre. Isn't I am Dre from
Hot boys.
Hot boy.
Your Hot Boys?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
I am
Catch Me Out. Thank you, Catch Me
Another one that's off
Speaking
limits.
of Hot Boys, I am Dre. How big are you? Because I
Another
Okay,
another
I gotta
one.
go. I gotta
Another
go.
one. Another one that's off limits. That's my man too, honey.
wait. So you claiming I am Dre?
Yes, God.
So you
Right.
just gonna claim everything and everybody. See what I'm
Pretty
saying? So if I am Dre. Listen,
Four.
if I get it,
Shame. Shame.
show him what I'm working with. He might be inclined to come
Listen,
over.
I love Ike. I like Ike a lot, but I always say in my review, I feel like I got to hold on to my purse while we fucking. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how we got time.
How did we get to
Where
Ike?
did I come from?
I thought he said Ike. Shit.
Let's see the
Nobody said nothing about Ike. What you
Nobody did.
Hey, Belize.
Hey, believe my love.
What's good, Belize? How you doing, boo?
Hey, boo.
Yes, God, honey.
Little baby said the ugly mans be blowing backs out. And she ain't lying though.
Hold on, Dre. I will come to Texas and beat your ass.
No, you ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. I'm here for you, Dre.
Ike ass
Tell
in
him.
the chat.
You
What
are
the
not
hell?
trying
I
to
can't
help
in the chat. See?
Yes, I come through. I bust.
I love me
Y'all
some
done-
Ike.
Listen, y'all
I
done
just
called
be
Ike
playing
and
Ike. I love me
Ike done
some
showed
Ike.
up out of nowhere. He done dropped down out the skybox. Talk about what was
Right.
What
Ike that came out the
Hey, Ike, wait a minute, hold on. When is your birthday? Because we can't.
You want to do one? You want to do one better? You want to do one better? You want to come on?
I love you too. When your birthday?
I love you too.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Lord.
Even if you were Cancer, I still love y'all. Because I know how y'all Cancers get down.
I'm in the greater Atlanta.
I forgot to mention that.
What you mean?
And there's some walls I got over here that needs a dusting. And I'm sure
Mine too.
Dust these good walls.
Mine too. Now I'm in
the greater Atlanta area right now, Ike. And I got walls that need a dusting.
Right. If you could turn the horn in for like 45
Tremel don't know what to do with all that, man.
First of all, him and Tremel, wait a minute. Him and Tremel are not even compatible. We saw it by that little raggedy ass date they went on. That ain't gonna work.
Tremel is a prude. I didn't realize Tremel was a prude. Tremel is a prude.
Tremel is not a prude. They just not compatible. Now, if the right nigga with the right vibe and they was vibing together said the same shit,
we are compatible. Because I do it all. Okay, we are compatible.
They just weren't compatible. That's all.
I do it all. How you act when somebody who you not feeling in that way be saying is out the way stuff to you, and you act like I hit you up in the DMs. We are compatible.
That's what happens. Jabu.
I mean, it ain't nothing necessarily wrong with Cancer. It's just I can't deal.
That was so awkward. That date was so awkward. I felt bad for both of them.
And I wanted to be here for it because I do like Tremel, but it was just like,
what was
I don't know about we was together and you only been broke up a month. I said, "Oh, this is a rebound date." No,
and I said that
when you said they'd only been broken up a month, I was like, "Yeah, that ain't going."
This ain't gonna work.
We forget when Ike said in his Meet the Cast that he's basically here for everybody, and when he told his story and I reviewed that shit, I said I relate because when you
can I say this?
You want to go out here and soul your honey.
Yes, bitch. I wanted to say one thing. I want to say Happy Jackie Washington Day.
It's Jackie Washington Day.
You don't know what that means. Bitch, you need to go kill yourself, okay?
Right.
Come on. Don't hit me with your love.
Come on, boo.
Got the urge, I want to merge. That's all I'm picking up. I'm just saying.
I have to.
Tremel been single for 9 whole years.
9 years. That's a long time.
Tremel is picky. I know Tremel.
Well, it's hard to now single as in not having sex. Single as not in having sex or being in a relationship. Because let's be honest, in the Black gay community, it's really hard to date anyone, let alone have a successful long relationship. So I feel that because dating, I haven't been in a long relationship. On the longest I ever, and it really wasn't a relationship, like 3 years.
No, when I tell you Ike done brought the people out the bushes, can I tell y'all the people coming out the motherfucking bushes?
Right. Y'all need to work on turn. Y'all need to pull a ticket like they do at the bakery, like everybody else.
The bushes.
Drop the link again for Ike, just in case, because he said he was ready. So go ahead and redrop the link so he knows.
What news? I didn't hear it. What news?
Girl, you said news.
Really? Be you're not.
Mute her.
Wow.
Mute her.
Honey. Anyway,
right.
I was like, what? Hold on, what's going on, girl? What is going on?
But yeah, it is Jackie Washington Day. Happy Jackie Washington Day. I will be watching it. There's supposed to be this big collective watch of Jackie's Back by this gay black platform that's supposed to be showing it tonight at 9. I might go over there and watch it. I saw it on my Twitter. I'll put it in the group chat.
Okay.
Hey, Sippin', how you doing, boo?
But I live. But listen, Jackie's Back is. Hey, Sippin' Socialite. Hey, Miss Witt. Oh, Miss Witt been here the whole time.
What's good, Miss Witt? I ain't even see you.
I ain't seen Miss Witt.
I think she's the first one in the chat.
Hey, little baby.
If you come,
Yes,
I'm
my
gonna
boy,
get off of here soon. I gotta get ready for work soon,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
We wanna see what you working with, honey.
Foy Bay. I don't want you to get mad because I'm flirting with people. That's just what you know how I am. You know that's what I do. Foy Bay.
Oh, there he is.
Foy is the Bay.
How Pumpkin don't care. Pumpkin gonna flirt with his ass too. Yeah.
Wow, that's too much.
You ready, baby? You ready? Just throw a hand up. Lift your
I
hand
just
to
want to
God.
record the show. I'm going to be right next to him.
Introducing Ike from G Status, everyone. Yes, God. Hey,
Oh, hello, sir.
Hey, what's up? Oh my
Hey, Ike.
God.
Hey.
how are you?
Hey, Mike, how you
I'm
doing,
good.
boo?
How y'all
Oh,
doing? I'm
Jesus
good.
Christ.
You
Ike,
look
I'm still
good.
waiting on, Ike, I'm still waiting on my socks because you hit me up in the DM about some socks, and I'm still waiting for these good socks. I hit you back up in the DM.
No, yeah, I could definitely give you the side. I didn't understand. I was kind of
We'll
taken
talk
aback
about it.
by
No,
your
we'll talk about it
reply.
later. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
I need some of my socks.
for
I'm gonna
sure.
buy
How
some
y'all
too. I'm gonna
feeling?
buy some too. Don't worry.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm kind
So
of
what's going on?
nothing. I heard y'all were talking about the date between me and Tremel. You know, this is gonna be the only episode I don't read comments. I don't watch reviews because I was so embarrassed after watching that shit
Why?
Hi.
because of what I was saying.
Oh, because you was trying to drop the hint that you like to eat cake and he just refused to pick up the hint.
It
Listen,
was just
Hold
Tramel
on,
and the
hold on,
crew
just
had
real
it
quick.
been
Just real quick. Why
we'd
do
been
you
flirting
find
with you, okay?
why do you find it necessary to tell people that you like to eat cake? Because you can't be out here eating everybody's cake, especially in Atlanta, honey.
no.
Yes,
Let me tell
bitch.
you. Let me tell you how that was cut
Okay.
and edited, world class editing. Because I was like, I think I said something like, Tremel decided to take me to the pastry shop, which was good because I do like to eat cakes. That was my attempt to be funny. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But since they're gonna try to push this whole narrative in a few more episodes, I guess he cut it to where you kind of building Ike up to be this imaginary, this hoe, right?
Mm.
I'm here for
Yeah.
all the people call me a whole ass whore. So I'm here for all of it.
You called
Me
me a
too.
whole ass whore. Which
I
Right.
do call myself a whole ass whore. I am a whole ass
And
whore.
if you told me you really like to eat cake, I'd have took you to the bathroom and found out how much
Trying to
cake
tell
you
you,
really
trying
like
to
to
tell
eat
you.
because I got
That's
mine.
all you want to do. Just
You
tell.
understand?
I be like, really?
Let me ask you this question real quick. So, because when I saw a little bit of you on the episode and your Meet the Cast, you said some things that I mentioned in a review conversation that I had about basically being a late bloomer to the acceptance of who you are in this lifestyle. And could there have been a whole phase? Because I kind of relate to that. Like I was kind of a late bloomer, so when I started getting the attention I was getting, I was like, "Child's out here doing and the who and honey." So, is that something that you can relate to?
you know what? That's funny. I saw that review, and no, I've never had a whole phase. That's probably hard to believe, but
So I just told my business for no reason.
Well, no. You
no.
Right.
I thought that was common.
Right.
I thought
Pretty
every
much.
gay man had a whole phase. I just assumed because when you first come out, you first kind of get introduced to niggas like my ass or niggas like my dick or niggas like both. You be like,
Right.
you like it? Oh, bitch, let's do
Right.
it. Everybody have a
but
whole
that's
phase.
not necessarily just to gay men. We
Oh
have
yeah, well I know women like to
Everybody
get
has
bust
it.
down too now, but we talking
Right.
about
No,
height here.
I'm telling you, I've tried to have a whole phase, but I didn't. And I'm not tooting the horn, but I wasn't always handsome. Like growing up, coming up, middle school, high school, I tried to have a whole phase. I
But
just
that was
couldn't.
then.
It
This
was
is
like,
now. You couldn't have a whole phase right now, and
but
we'll
here's the
oblige
thing:
you to help you out with
since
that.
since
But
I
you know,
moved
in
to
the
Right.
words
Atlanta,
of Aaliyah, she says, "Dust yourself off and try again, honey."
Okay.
but here's the thing with that. Like since I've been in Atlanta, right?
I'm weak.
80% of the time I've been in Atlanta, I've been in a relationship. So it was
Mm.
no time to even, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's
So
just not my
dating for
character.
you hasn't been difficult then.
You say, has it been difficult for what?
So dating for you has not. You haven't experienced difficulty dating in the Black gay community.
I wouldn't say I've learned a lot of lessons, but I wouldn't say I've had difficulty because I've been in two relationships. They were, I've learned my lesson, but it is hard dating in Atlanta. I will say that.
Mm. Everybody's a whore and doing coke.
and that's just not my nature, so I don't fit in.
Yeah,
Even on the show, I'm a misfit. So
Wait,
I don't do drugs. I don't even smoke
the
weed.
horror. Did you say
Nobody
everybody
does.
is doing coke?
I mean, if
so-
the shoe fits,
It just
Like,
yeah.
I don't even smoke weed,
No,
and people look at me crazy because I don't even smoke
a
weed.
shady joke.
I don't smoke either. I'm just boring, y'all. I don't fit in with the cast.
I
I'm the
smoke
misfit
skin
of the
cigars though. I do
It's
smoke
okay
a
to
good
be
skin
boring.
cigar.
It's okay. You don't got to do what everybody else is doing. Do
You
your
don't.
thing.
Speaking of boring,
You
speaking
do.
of boring, and I'm about to be
Wait, nobody was
completely
speaking
messy.
about porn.
No,
What
you
you
ma'am.
mean? Pause.
I
Pause.
said boring. Speaking of
They're
boring,
boring.
and I'm about
Okay,
to be
I thought you
completely
said
messy,
speaking of
but I'm
porn. I
good
was about to say. Go ahead.
now. When we recently interviewed our guy, we asked him a simple question of who he thinks should stay on and who should go. And he feels like you're
You
the
feel
most
like you
boring
should
and the
go, is
least
what he
person
said.
that don't have a soul. You should be there. You should go. How do you feel about him saying that? Like, are you and him even cool? Like, are y'all all right? Do y'all talk? Anything like that?
That's a good question. Or do you not give a shit? Because that bitch ain't shit.
Well, here is the thing.
Right. Right.
This is the thing about our guy.
Here we go. Go ahead.
I'm trying to see where to start. He wants to be a reality star, and it's so apparent. Let me tell you, we had one verbal altercation, right? But before that, he was all on my dick. Hey, send me some socks. I'll put them on. Let me know if you have an event I want to come to it. He put his number in my phone after a kid's barbecue. Invited me to hang out with him, Charlie, and Reggie. So everything was all good. He was a cool bitch until he called me a hoe, and somebody told me, you'll get to see. I don't want to spoil it, but basically, I checked him about the situation. So after that, now it's okay. I get the hoe when he doing this and he boring and he ain't.
Because you ain't want to give him no dick. That makes sense.
Oh, what made him think that you was a hoe? What happened?
Because he didn't want to give him no. Abby, let me help you understand how this makes sense.
Hold on. Your name is not Ike. What happened that made the baby call you a hoe?
Because there are people on the cast of G Status that have tried to pursue me. So I don't know. I don't know why he called me a hoe. Like you got to keep watching because I don't want to say too much. But what I will say is that anybody any interest that was shown on the show, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've never shown interest in anybody, and everybody who showed interest in me, I was not interested. Not because they weren't great people, but because I'm just not there in my life. So he used the fact that I was associated in that manner with multiple people. Oh, I guess a hoe. I ain't never touched none of these people. I'm crying over one nigga the whole season. And you talking about I'm a hoe?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm asking because the trailer led you to believe that you was doing hoe shit. And so you got called a hoe and then you got mad. And I literally said, you can't get mad if you do a hoe shit and somebody call you a hoe. Because that's how that works. But now that you explained it, I understand. Okay, I get what happened.
I just want the record to reflect that Abby knocked me off of Al Gore's internet. Abby knocked me off of Al Gore's good internet. Thank you, Abby. Don't tell me shit. Don't tell me shit, Abby. You knocked me off the internet. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Abby.
I saw when you said that, Abby, but it wasn't that I was doing host shit. It was just world-class editing. What you saw as pieces of me greeting everybody at their, when I met up with them, greeting them. It could have been a hug. It was holding a hand. I was holding hands with Lando, who is my brother. It's like a bromance. To me, that's like locking arms with your best friend in the club. Bitch, let's go to the bathroom. It was. So
can I ask you this question real quick? And I find this fascinating because this goes to like a big thing in our community. When it comes to interest in the things that we like. So we see that there was, at least from how we saw it on the show, there was some interest in Tremel. And then we saw that there was some interest in Redrick. So can you explain, like, you have a type or just whatever attracts you, you like, yes, God, honey?
I don't have a type. My type is everything walking the planet. Anything that looks good and has a great character and spirit, I'm into it. I'm a pansexual. I like transgenders. I like femmes. I like cunts. My ex-boyfriend was a basketball player, and the last person I tried to get to know wore wore lip gloss, crop tops, and purses.
What basketball player do we know this person?
Oh my God, mind your business. Whoa.
Nah, he played basketball in school, not like an NBA star.
So we know
okay.
Ike, what's your sign?
Cancer.
Oh, he's
Yes,
a Cancer.
like really big.
Me and Cancers get along. I'm here for it. Long as you ain't say Pisces, I was okay.
One thing I will say about
Bitch, I know
one thing I will say about you on the show that I've seen so far is I love the consistency of your mood and your presence. You seem very calm spirited, and that really don't get excited about things that are happening around you. You don't seem camera hungry and thirsty like most of the girls that we've seen so far. So that's one thing I do give you credit for that and give you props for that. And you do add a certain classical element,
grown manness about it.
Yes.
Live for that.
Plus, you could sing. You sing your face to the floor,
Yes,
to my walls, your checks and balances. I'd be here for it, honey. I'd be like, ooh.
I mean, we did. That's what I said in my review. His singing did make my coochie twitch a little bit. I was like, oh,
right, okay. I said,
like,
it don't take much to get on.
Don't do me, really, don't do me.
You could have walked by and said, and his coochie would have twitched.
No, that's not true. Because I have size criteria. I do have size criteria. Don't nobody care about your hand. Don't nobody care about your hand. Don't nobody care about your hand. You're not in class.
You're rude. You are rude.
So
I apologize that I was not present for the first part of you coming on. Thank you for joining us. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well, my Cancer sister. Thank you.
That's right. That's right. Y'all gonna back up off of Ike. Y'all gonna back up off Ike. So you say you identify as pansexual?
If I had to put a word to it, yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Okay.
Have you ever had sex with a woman?
Yes. Yes.
How was that experience? I can't relate.
You know, another thing, y'all criticize me for calling myself bisexual in my Meet the Cast. So I kind of wanted to.
I didn't, because I didn't watch your Meet the Cast. So.
Let me start real quick. Unfortunately, in the community of the black gay man, I hate to say that it's like a norm, but there is that stigma to. Only reason I'm claiming bisexual is because I don't want to be shunned completely for being gay. So that's the story that is most common in our community. It's like, but the girls are really just gay. They just say it because they want it to be like a soft blow to either their parents or their friends or the people around them or to the public. So in my situation, it was more of like a shady common thing that I would say to anybody, but I never want to take anything away from how you really are in your life. Right. So this is your opportunity to go ahead and clear that up, honey.
Right. I get it.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
No, because the reason I considered myself, and I don't consider myself bisexual, not because I love men, but in my Meet the Cast, I was like, my family never knew, so I was speaking on past tense. Like the only people I brought around were girls, and I didn't even touch a man until I was 18, 19 years old. Mm-hmm. So all I had to go off of was the girlfriends I've had, the girlfriends I've touched, the girls that I brought home to meet my mom. So that's why after touching a man, I was like, okay, well, I'm not gay because I still have this history and I can't really disregard my experience. So I didn't have this. I know we all have this monolithic experience as gay men, but it wasn't me trying to be like, oh, I'm bisexual or doing this DL thing.
Ike, I have a question.
I'm laughing at you, Ike. I'm laughing at this chat because they are clowning. The chat is
I have a question.
Oh, where is the chat?
All the women in the chat are like, okay, so we still got a chance. You know what I'm saying?
No, Ike,
give us a life. Okay, give us a tune. Give us a cute little tune, please, if you don't mind.
No. That's not what we asked for.
That is not.
That's not it.
I do have a question. I have a serious question for Ike once he's finished singing, because I want my coochie to switch a little bit.
Oh shit!
I'm already in my robe, bitch.
I don't know
Switch
how
and
my
Queeve,
voice
honey.
sounds
Come
right
on.
now.
Yes, God.
Let's see. But my body is telling me yes, baby. I don't want to hurt nobody, but there is something that baby. I'm gonna stop right there because
Bitchy
I ain't having none of
dance, and y'all motherfuckers
Listen, bro,
in the
I'm only gonna take away 2 minutes of that strong voice, but that was really good.
Boys,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
let you
I'll
have
be
it.
right back. Don't go nowhere.
No, we needed, bro. That's
Lord,
what we needed. Any further, we would have been naked all on this good screen. Baby,
Y'all are
any
so
further.
sweet.
no, I
No,
see
but I do have a serious
bitch.
question. I did
got
say I had a
the
serious
question,
question.
and you know.
Scotty, are you
Uh,
here?
I know I have a question. I do have a serious question. Now,
Yeah.
my question is because I would not let you leave this live without, me being your Teddy 27, House of Debauchery. And so
Oh Jesus, here we go.
do you want to maybe tell us how big it is? Baby?
No, he doesn't.
He can tell us. I didn't ask you.
He can tell if he want to tell us.
Listen, not in front of his auntie. Listen, he's a eunuch as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to hear that shit.
For further
Wow.
Get
inquiries, for further inquiries,
I
for
come on.
further inquiries, y'all can go over to L3027's page to find out more.
Wow.
You don't have to.
Go tell us.
First of all, Ike is a
You don't
good,
have to answer that. Ike.
good Christian value. Stop talking to him about his.
Not singing R. Kelly, talking about good Christian values that he just got.
Right.
Listen, I'm trying
We
to.
can always just let sweatpants and let it swing. We could deduce it for ourselves.
So funny. So
I
funny,
mean, the
y'all.
chat wants to know. If you're in the chat and you want to know, put a 1 in the chat if you want to know the answer to said
How
question.
do I see the chat? Oh,
Now,
there
I
it
don't
is.
know if you've ever been asked this question. I don't know if anybody else has interviewed you or had conversations with you, but since you just sang for us, do you have any projects coming out? Do you have any music that people can stream or grab a hold of so their coochies can also be wet?
We like to
Let
support.
the record reflect that the chat wants to know the answer to my question. I just want the record to
Cause
reflect.
they some hoes too.
Don't
I don't think they do. I think you're lying.
The whole reason we own here is
But I
people
just
coming to
put
the
my
chat.
one.
But while we do
So
have you
funny.
here, you might as well plug your stuff, honey. So, any music?
Okay.
No, I appreciate it. And you know what? Yeah, I have a song out. It's called "Wish You Were Here." You'll get to actually see like how I orchestrate that song on the chat. It's just getting to the episodes because we just on the 3rd episode, but you'll get to see me in the studio creating it. You get to hit. You already heard
Can
like
we
a little bit of
purchase
the
it
backstory.
Is it available on Apple? I'm
Yes,
looking
if
it
you
up.
want to go buy it.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's called "Wish You Were Here," and my stage name is Array, Array. So I have a listening party on G Status. Like you'll get to see it. It was a good song. That's the one that landed me on
Wish you were here.
the iTunes chart. Yeah, "Wish You Were Here."
Is it on all streaming platforms? Because I don't believe in anything else.
Wait a minute. Oops.
Somebody playing.
Don't strike me now.
I
Do you
found
have
it. Hold on.
Is it copyright? Will you strike the girls down?
This is what it looks like on the. I'll send the
That's what it look
screenshot
like.
to the group chat. That's what it looks
No,
like.
I would never strike y'all down. Y'all show too much
What is
love.
it?
Don't let them say a little bit of it, Abby.
Huh?
So I already found.
I'm gonna put it in. I got it. I got you. It's Array. It's under
I
Array.
got you downloaded.
Oh, I found it.
Downloaded.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna shout you out on Instagram. I got you.
Okay. I might have to
Please
use
listen
this one
to it, 'cause
tonight.
Ooh, Ike, you got
Hey, what the hell you
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Miss girl?
Pause. Really, be you not gonna. We not gonna run past like you didn't just say that. What happened?
Right.
What's
Wait,
your
wait,
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 What you got going on tonight, Miss girl?
She wanted to talk about me,
She
But wait
she
a
gonna play this for tonight.
but she wanted to talk about me asking how big it was, but she's gonna play him in the background while she get bust down. See what I'm saying?
Right.
First,
No, that
that's
ain't the
what,
song.
that's what the music is
That's-
for. So that's a
that's
whole
the-
different thing.
That's the heartbreak song. You don't want to play that one. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh no, that's the sad.
Oh
Oh.
no. Okay, no.
Okay, well, stand
Yeah,
down.
don't play that one.
Okay, well I had to go back to roommate.
Roommate and put that on repeat. Somebody said a midnight entanglement. Really be.
Thank you, Jeff.
Sis,
Y'all are so funny. This chat is off the chain.
always.
Let me ask you something. How was your experience on the show? Like, is it something that if they asked you to come back again for a next season, would you come, or are you just like, nah, this ain't for me?
You know, it's completely out of my comfort zone because I'm very quiet person, very reserved, very introverted.
Don't tell me that.
I
I
have
like
a
introverts.
very small circle of friends. So for me to just go into this situation, like I said, most of the time I've been in a relationship, so I really hadn't been out on the scene and meeting people out, you know, in the street. So it was very out of my element. And I really can't answer the question if I'll be back. It just depends on this portrayal because I don't know. We gonna see at the reunion. We gonna see how the episode.
When is your birthday?
My birthday is June 20th.
June 20th?
June 28th.
On the June 28th.
Yeah, well, happy belated.
So, all right, let me ask
Thank
you,
you.
when the next episode you out?
When is the next episode? Hopefully Sunday. Is this a trick question?
I just want the record to reflect that.
I would like the record to reflect that the cast member said next Sunday the episode is supposed to come out.
I just want the record to reflect that chat is asking, why haven't you answered my question? And I just...
This is what I'll say about your question. This is what I'll say. Oh, I can't get back to the I lost y'all.
Where are you from?
I'm from
We
Louisiana.
can still see you.
So you're from Louisiana, so the questions.
He went to the comments to look, and he's got to have to come back in. Listen,
put the
penis plug.
Yes, but you might need to put the link back in the chat because that happens all the time. Like the comments button on your phone is right next to
the end. And it'll
do that. So you might need to put it back in.
He said, well, I was going to finish it for him. He said he was from Louisiana. So 9 times out of 10, what I know about Louisiana, they swinging crocodile dicks.
You better believe it.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They do tripods down in the Great Louisiana.
Okay, you can swing on it like a pole. Let me hear
we don't fuck off.
Okay,
Louisiana, them fuckers
Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, dirty stuff.
I know 2 things about Louisiana. Louisiana folks like to fight. They don't.
He was from Mississippi, not Louisiana. Where we get Louisiana from?
Oh my God.
Mississippi too. Y'all be slanging.
Either way, it's big, sis. That's the point.
Dick of death and cock of doom. Trying to tell you.
Listen, Dre Simber, got a question.
Hey, Dre Simber.
To your knowledge, what is the posting schedule for this show? It's supposed to be?
Wait, are y'all still talking? Because I'm.
But wouldn't you need to be
here?
Listen. I'm just trying to get some clarity.
Can you hear us?
Like you think you don't know what you know.
But if production can provide us with clarity, how are cast members going to do?
No, he's having trouble hearing us, guys. Ike, can you hear us?
I think my audio messing up, y'all. I can't hear no.
Go out and come back.
Come back in.
Go out and come back in.
What is wrong with my computer? Shit.
Oh, be back. Ooh. Whoop, whoop.
Girl, what's the tea?
My internet was tripping. My internet
was going on today.
What happened?
My computer's having some weird fucking delay.
Is yes bitch talking? Because I can't hear. I can't hear.
Can y'all hear me?
Leave and come back in.
Who, me?
Not you.
Ike. Tina said, go, leave and come back in.
Yeah.
Higher and gang king. Higher and king.
Okay, hold on.
I can't hear nobody. Is anybody talking?
Try to leave.
We're all talking. Yes.
Come back in.
Leave. I don't even have a sign to be put leave and come back in. Hold on.
Higher and king. Higher and king. Ike.
I just sent it in the chat for him to leave and come back in.
El Teddy started this. I believe the spirits of debauchery.
It is El Teddy's fault. It is El Teddy's fault.
This is El Teddy's fault.
If you don't know how to subtle flirt, I know how to subtle flirt.
Not really.
Who's
No.
suddenly flirting?
So we just gonna blame it all on LT.
That's what we're gonna do. That's exactly what we're gonna do here.
All right, I'm down with it. It's all L Tip's fault.
Because he's pulling other cast member that we've dealt with before. Oh, y'all didn't catch that. Okay. You ready, boo?
I heard what you said.
Let
Yes.
me see. Hello?
You can hear
Are
me
you can
okay?
hear us? Yes, God.
Where's now?
I can.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you,
Now-
but I can't hear Abby.
Ah, fuck.
I can hear everybody perfectly.
I can
Yeah, I hear all
everybody
of
too.
Is he the only one that can't hear me?
Why is that?
Let me try to leave and come back. Maybe it's on my end. I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, it probably would be on mine.
Listen.
Well,
I ain't got
Bill Petty wanted to know about the size of your meat, but you don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
And he's gone, so it don't even matter. He's not here.
So,
Yeah, I don't usually answer that.
yeah.
And you shouldn't. You absolutely should not.
Understand.
That is a rude question to ask.
Completely understand.
You shouldn't answer.
But looking forward, I know you can't give away too much.
ask
just
I
like-
questions.
I actually think T, weren't you asking that question about like moving forward in the show?
Okay, so what we're not going to do really be is tell me that I'm going and I'm still here. Whore, you fucking whore, bitch, you. That's what we're not going to do. Don't do me as I'll be forced to do you harder.
Hey, Ike, will you go ahead? You got people in the chat want to know how they can find you. Will you go ahead and just tell everybody how they can find you on all your social media platforms?
Yes, everybody. You can find me everywhere but OnlyFans at Voice Up Array. Voice Up Array. ARRAY.
You didn't say not just for fans. You didn't say just for fans. You should have probably said it. What about Pornhub?
Yeah, you gotta
Everywhere
specify.
except OnlyFans and the likes of.
Or just for
I can
fans on
return-
Pornhub? Or,
Can you repeat your handles once again, real quick?
The voice of Array.
Yeah. Yep, Voice of Array. My retainer is stopping me from pronouncing that B, but Voice of Array.
And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I just turned 32.
So another reason
Shout
you don't
out
have
to the 88 baby. Yeah. That mean them nuts done dropped a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
and that's exactly what brings me to my statement. Like another reason you don't have time for the fuckery, because you're actually walking in your age of maturity, not being down with a lot of the fuckery that we've been seeing.
Yep.
So another reason I'm trying
Exactly.
to tell people, as you get older, you have to grow. And maybe if when you were 25, you might have been okay with a lot of these shenanigans, but when you're 32 and you got careers and real jobs and a reputation that you're trying to uphold, sometimes you don't have time to be associated with the foolishness and the
and I think yes, Mitch, that's why a lot of us as reviewers really appreciate and like Ike as a cast member, because when you get to be a certain age, you be like, listen, I don't have time for all of this faggotry.
Right,
being in your 20s, that amount of faggotry, when you get in your 30s and you know stuff like that, you be like, listen, I don't have that kind of energy. It's just exhausting, and so that's why we kind of appreciate, you know, when you sit there and be like, you know, y'all want to go over there and fight and carry on, going on, but I'm gonna be over here being grown.
You know what? A lot of people are mentioning Akeem in the chat, and that made me ask a question. What is your assessment of Akeem? Do you have a relationship with him? Is there anything that you'd like to speak on about? You know, because a lot of people have their take on Akeem. So, but since you actually are on with him and have been around him and worked with him, what is your takeaway from him?
You know what? With Akeem, you actually you're only going to love him or hate him, right? There's no real in between with him. I love Akeem. He's a sweetheart. I think he knows exactly what he has to do on this platform. He's very controversial, but he's a sweetheart. Like outside of all of that, if you meet him, he's very like nurturing. And I consider him a brother. So he checks on me from time to time, and I've never had like a rough experience with him. So he always say what he's supposed to say. But
in knowing that, going back to Hibachi, who do you think is at fault? because a lot of people were blaming Hakeem, a lot of people were blaming Devon, a lot of people were blaming what's that Joanne the scammer. A lot of the people were trying to blame Dre Simber. There was a
Who
lot
is Joanne the
of
Scammer? Are you calling Delicious Joanne the Scammer?
no.
Yeah, that was.
Nah.
Who's
Who
Joanne
was
the
the
Scammer?
blame?
Four.
I can't really.
4, 5,
The
6,
reason I
7.
can't answer it is because
Because you were
found
right
myself in a
there. They
Listen,
were messing up your Sunday's best,
who
honey.
was the first thing? That's who started.
I mean,
Whoever
but
swung
the
first.
tensions
Who
were
started
already
the fight.
high because of different shit that was going on from each angle of the table. But I think I would have to say Divine, and the reason I'm going to say Divine is because he didn't have to react to Dre Simber's message that he was a vet. Like, okay,
I
you could have
agree.
just rubbed
I
that off.
agree.
Like,
I agree.
I agree.
you know what I'm
But
saying?
see,
Like,
that's that same situation. But see, that's that same mess that the person who we will not name did in Chasing Dallas in that first episode, talking about he's the OG, he's the OG, he's the OG. Like, it's like, who cares? First of all, it's not that serious, and you're gonna start a whole food fight over somebody saying that they OG. Like, really? Is it really that serious?
yeah, that's what he gave me Mama D. Yeah, Akeem, right? Yeah.
Listen, I love Hakeem. I do. I love Tim. Even when he getting on my nerves, it's just something about. I don't like some of the comments he made last year with Milan. I don't like that type of stuff. But when he's just being silly and just throwing out a bunch of words and hoping make a sentence, like I sit here and laugh at him. I just laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's crazy because I too have I'm that in betweener. Like I have a love-hate relationship with him because it's just like for years now, reviewing the shows that he's been a part of, he's a character. And I do think that after a while, and a lot of people say, "Oh, well, you're giving him too much," and I say, "Let me tell you something. When you've seen someone and you know them, you know that this is a caricature that he is putting on for the show."
And the dangerous part about that is when you start to they will feed off of the positivities that you give and say, well, the positivity that people like from me will outweigh the fuckery that I do. And so they'll continue to litter the world with their fuckery, knowing that people may see it for them in one aspect. And so what happens is they'll never change their behavior simply because they know, well, they're going to forgive me anyway because they think I'm funny or they like it or they see it from me. And so they never change it. So that's the dangerous part about all of that.
Yeah, that's
I
valid.
do think in the world of reality, though, TV, when you think about it, especially, and I know that I feel like a hypocrite in my own right, saying what we've seen in these shows, you always are going to be given that one person who is going to play that role. And it seems like Akeem is the one that has been crowned the one to play that role. Whether it's fortunately or unfortunately, because I do believe for you to be an elder in the community, and you represent yourself, you say that you're an elder in the community, but you need to be also acting as such. But it makes me wonder, that's why I asked you about your take on him. Does he act that same way in the streets?
No.
Without the cameras running?
No. I've been around him multiple times, like just outside of filming, and he's just I mean, what he does have is that just that natural, that dry humor. He has a great sense of humor, very comical. But as far as pushing an envelope like he does on the show, nah.
Hey, Monk Trip.
Okay, I want to thank you for jumping on so impromptu. I have to go, you guys. But
yeah, I gotta get ready for work.
Thank you,
yeah, I don't want this to count as my interview either. Please bring me back.
Oh no! We're gonna bring you back after we start seeing the studio session and stuff, so we can really properly push the song. And are you gonna do a video for the song?
Oh, that's a good question. I have not done one as of yet, but it's
I mean, if you need some females to be in the video, me and Evie do make road trips.
All right, look, now that I know that.
Well, I'm already here in the great area, and if you need a fluffer on set, I don't have to come on camera. But if you need
that kind of if you want me to rub oil all over your bag, in your bag,
all over your body.
Drink
And
some
I-
on
Right.
Instagram.
I just want to sit at the bar and be and hold face in a nice outfit and drink. That's it. I don't want to rub oil on your body. I don't want to be your.
I love
I
it.
do.
Thank y'all
I
for
do.
being so
I do.
kind and for
I do. I do.
making space for G Status. Y'all take care.
You too. Thank you so much
You
for
too,
coming
boo.
on.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
have a good one. Thank you for coming on, Ike.
All right, guys. Well, shit. That was tea. I love impromptu. I got to get off here too. My fat ass got to get ready for work. Something tells me when I wake up in the morning.
And Ike, when you send me socks, can you send me 3? Because I need one for my feet and then another one for
Okay, you know what? No.
And well, the gag is now, we gonna leave that alone.
What did you say, John 37?
One more thing, that bitch was not defending Sherrod. Me and Sherrod conversation happened as soon as I got there. My veteran comment was made during Akeem and Roman's second argument. Oh,
The scenes were
out of order. Okay, got you.
I am confusion. I am confusion.
all right. Well, Chad, I appreciate y'all coming through, honey, and blessing us
Hey, Monk Boo.
and everything else. Sorry if I didn't get to many of the comments, but when this thing is running, it's running, honey. But we are nothing without you all. So therefore, we always appreciate you, and we will always defend you. When raggedy bitches try to ascend from hell, and then the angels that we will descend from heaven upon and defeat these great evils that try to triumph against us and you. Okay. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate Ike for coming on.
Thank you, Ike.
Y'all got anything else y'all want to say real quick before we jump off of here?
I just want to say that thank you all to the subscribers, viewers, and everybody who support us in everything that we do, because without you all, there is no us. Mm-hmm. And so we definitely want to say that we thank you all, to Belize and anybody else that was disrespected by people in chats. Just know that we got you. We got your back. I ain't really worried about Belize because Belize can hold her own and skull drag bitches by herself. But I just want y'all to know that don't think that we, are here for people disrespecting you. Right. And we're just not going to stand for that ever. We also don't stand for people disrespecting members of the Just Us League either. Period. While just like we won't let them come for our subscribers and our viewers, we definitely not going to let them come for fellow members of the Justice League. And that is what it is. And and that's all I'm gonna say. Thank you all for everything. That's all I got.
And also, when shouting out the Justice League members that were not here, but in the chat, Scotty, also known as Mr. Still Standing, and the Cat's Meow. Yes, God, honey, we appreciate everyone coming on. T, you got something for us real quick before we go?
Thank you so much, Ike, for popping up here. Thank you so much to my baby daddy Wooder for popping up here. And thank you, yes,
let that go.
For all of this, everything that you do. We look at you as mother. I love you down, baby. Thank you so much for inviting us to have all of this.
I love all my cheerings. Go ahead, Robert. I love you too, Chris. Thank you so much, baby. I like the soft blow you did when you talked about fucking my man, and then you tried to give me props. I'm gonna do like damn, I forgot her damn name already, child. Underground Railroad. We're gonna just let it ride underneath.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so the only thing that I really have to say is you cannot like me, but watch your mouth. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, y'all heard it first. Make sure to follow everybody. Subscribe to their YouTube channels. Follow them on their Instagram pages. By now, y'all already know who we are. We are the Just Us League, honey. We came to unite against evil forces, bitch. And again, we thank you guys. And remember to be blessed and never stressed. We are out. Bye.
So, bye.